Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Man, it has been a minute since I put a video out, but thanks for tuning in today, and thanks for sticking with me. It's been just a crazy summer, which I'm sure most of you experience the same kind of things I do. I'm not even sure if I've had a chance to fully appreciate the summertime, except for when we went on vacation, and that was Alaska. So, so anyway, but thanks for hanging out with me. I've got something cool to show you today that my wife and I bought, and it's not a baseball card. So if you're interested in baseball cards only, you can hang up and dial back in another time. But this thing's pretty cool. We bought it at Busch Stadium last night. So let me set the background for you. So we have this spare bedroom that we have finally been able to get out our Cardinals memorabilia and decorations that we've collected over the years and display them appropriately. And we're super excited. We've been putting this room together for probably a year or so now, and we've got a lot of things in place, and we were just missing just one thing, and that is something unique to go above the bed, the wall above the bed. And it's a pretty big space there, so we wanted something that was interesting and dynamic, that grabbed your attention when you walked into the room and really would be the centerpiece of the whole room. And so we walked into the store at Busch Stadium, the authenticated store at Busch Stadium, not the team store. In Busch Stadium they have what they call authenticated stores, and it's exactly what you would anticipate. Right? There are things in there that the team has authenticated, and they are selling at a pretty premium price. I'm not going to lie to you. We usually don't buy anything in the authenticated store, but we walk in just to see what kind of cool stuff they have. And they've got everything from, plaques with autographs and baseball autographs and photo autographs, and they've got things also. They got game used stuff like bases. You can buy a game used base if you want. Sometimes they have stadium seats for sale, or they'll have placards, the name placards for the locker rooms for usually players that are no longer on the team. But you can buy those if they happen to be of interest to you, right? Like I said, they're expensive stuff. So for example, you can buy that base, that game used base, for $200. Yeah, not this guy. But it's pretty cool. So anyway, we walked in there and we saw this piece that I'm about to show you, and we're like, that's what we need right there. And we looked at it, and we didn't take us long to really contemplate, really to make the decision on it. But I went over and talked to the guy who was there, who was running the store, and was talking to him about it. And he goes, well, if you really want it, I'll take 20% off for you. I'm like, sold. Right? I was on the hook for the full price, but I guess that in things like this, and I'll talk about it more in a minute when I show it to you, they discount them because they want to get rid of them. So, but anyway, so we bought it, brought it home, and it is going to fit perfectly in that spot. And I'm going to show it to you right now. This is a seat map that they display around the park, so people coming in can easily identify where their seats are. And this is way cool. This is going to be perfect for that spot in our bedroom. But we saw this thing; it was like awesome. So, but they had a couple of these, and they change them out for. I'm sure you can imagine when things change within the stadium. So, for example, this right here says left field porch and the bow tie bar. That's no longer the name of that space in Busch Stadium. Now it is called the 703 Club in commemoration of Pujols' 703rd home run. So they had to take this down, and they created a new one with the new name on it, and they put the new one up in this place around the stadium. So so we saw this thing, and it was just awesome. And the map of the stadium is the same thing you see if you go onto the website to select your seats. So it's really easy for somebody coming into the park, even if you're not familiar with the park, to quickly and easily identify where your seats are, because you've already seen this map usually, because that's how you bought your ticket. All right, you clicked on the seat and you bought your ticket that way normally. But it's got the whole park, and it's got even some pieces, some things around the outside of the park too. Like over here, this is the north side of the park, and over there is a place what's called Ballpark Village. And in that space over there, it's a very large bar and restaurant facility. And right outside, they have this large space where they do pep rallies, and that's where they hold some of the opening day festivities out there as well. The Cardinals Hall of Fame is up there as well. So, so it's a little bit more than just the seating chart here. But you can see, I mean, this thing is awesome. And we're going to get a nice frame for it, and we're going to hang it up in that room. And maybe once I do that, maybe I'll give you a little tour of that bedroom to kind of show you some of the cool things that we do have in that room, because we're really, really excited about that place, that space in our house. So, but I wanted to do just a quick showing of this, and you can see it's got all the sections, again, all the colors. We usually sit over here on first base side. This is where the sun goes away sooner than later in the summertime, so we're not baking in the sunshine. But we usually sit on this here down first base line, and we like to sit in the upper levels. We get to see a little bit more of the field and see how the game is played out, more so than if you're down here in the more expensive seats. But anyway, that's just, I'm rambling now. But yeah, super excited to get this thing hung up at the wall. And like I said, once I do, I might give you guys a little tour of that bedroom. So appreciate you hanging out. Peace out.